What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by to check out this Fallout 76 video. And in today's video, I have a fun one for you today. I am using the Circuit Breaker, which is a special weapon to Fallout 76, just like the Cold Shoulder. And with the Circuit Breaker, you cannot put any legendary mods on it, but I was able to solo the Guardian with the Circuit Breaker. And it's such a fun weapon, and even though you cannot put any of your own legendary effects on it, it does have a 1-star, which would be the 50% armor penetration, but it also has 15% reload speed, as well as a successful final round shot will create an enemy blast that deals damage and stuns enemies within 50 feet. Stunned enemies will be immune to being stunned again for 10 seconds. So it does have a last round special effect, which really makes this gun very unique. Also, I am running the calibrated receiver, stabilized long barrel, aligned grip, large magazine, standard glow sights, and the energy muzzle. And this gun is actually really good in VATS. Even though it's only showing like a VATS accuracy of 80, this gun holds up really well. And since it's an energy pistol, you're actually getting benefits from the science perk cards. And if you're a ghoul like I am, you're also getting benefits from the ghoul scientist perk cards as well. And you're also going to get benefits from like energy bobbleheads and energy based magazines. So it is a really fun alternative pistol to run around. I mean, it's like a 10mm pistol on like electric steroids, pretty much. I mean, yeah, with a 10mm pistol, you can get, you know, add the legendary mods and stuff too. But with this, you're actually going to be using the fusion cells. So I think it's a really fun gun to use. And also, I'm using a full set of Secret Service armor with a full set of Vanguards, a full set of Agility, and a full set of Rangers for everything I'm doing outside of the raids. Now, when I go into the raids to go up against the Guardian, I will be using a full set of Vulcan power armor with a full set of troubleshooters, a full set of intelligence, a full set of sentinels, and a full set of reflective as well as gimbal bracers on both arms, which is a pretty good setup to go up against the Guardian. So here you have it. Look, we're just gonna VATS, and as you can see, I love the bullet trail. The lightning bolt bullet trail is so unique to this weapon. It is awesome, and you can see I have 1 round left. So that is the special effect right there. So it stuns them. They kind of get stuck there for a minute, and it also does a really good amount of damage with that last round. So, I mean, going up against these super mutants, testing it out like this in VATS, I mean, it's holding up really well. I'm actually really impressed that I'm getting this kind of damage with basically an electrified 10mm pistol, I guess you can say, or I guess not, because it is an energy pistol using fusion cells, but it does do a decent amount of damage and can take down pretty much anything in Fallout 76. I mean, without a problem. I mean, yeah, it's going to take a little bit more, but it can clearly do the job. And I like the little lightning effects on the ash piles. It's pretty cool that it leaves that behind. So even bigger enemies like the glowing behemoth, it can definitely handle them as well. It does take a little bit more. It definitely does. And there's that last shot effect. See how he kind of slows down? It's really cool that it stuns them like that, but remember, it has a 10-second cooldown, and that was why I went with the larger magazine, because it gives you a little bit more time to get that cooldown, to actually get through the cooldown, I mean, so you can get that stun effect again. But definitely capable of taking down larger enemies like the behemoth, and it's even capable of just shooting down Scorch Beast. I mean, you can shoot VATS Scorch Beast really well with this weapon. Even Scorched at a pretty good distance, it definitely hits them good in VATS. Some of them you can one-shot, you know, when your adrenaline's up. the range, that was actually a pretty good range for how low of a percentage that was. So yeah, like I said, even taking down the Scorch Beast here, definitely nail him in VATS a whole bunch. And there's that stun again, and he's just kind of hovering above us, giving us a chance to really unload on him. And that last stun effect, see, I think I was going too quick, so that wasn't my 10-second cooldown. So on my next go, my next final round, I didn't even hit him there, but it would have been another stun with that final round. And these Scorch that are right here shooting me are really getting on my nerves. So those were one shots right there, which is really good. So this weapon, I find this weapon to be a lot better in VATS than out of VATS. It just, I don't know, it just handles a lot better that way. But it's still, like I said, a really fun weapon to run around with as your everyday driver if you wanted to. It is a fun energy weapon. So into the raids, I will be running Blight Soup for extra critical damage. I will be running Psycho Buff for extra damage, as well as Tesla's Science for even more critical gun damage, because we really want to make sure we can solo the Guardian, and I'll be using canned coffee to keep that AP up and going. So I'm just going to hop over onto the pipes while the pipes are still here. Might as well still take advantage of them and use them. And I'm going to be doing pretty much the standard method with reflective and ricochet. I'm just going to stand here and tank the damage. I will just be using stim packs. You can try to spam toxic goo if you're a ghoul. If you're a human, you definitely are just going to want to spam stim packs and just let reflective do the work, which is actually going down pretty quickly this go. And then once his shield's down, we're going to take a second, we're going to crouch, get our toxic goo back up because I am a ghoul, and I'm going to pop a couple canned coffees, and we're just going to unload on them as much as we can. And as you can see, we're getting high 6,000 damage. That was actually 6,700. That was almost a 7,000 damage shot right there, which is really good. So this pistol actually performs really well. I mean, we're jumping up into the 4,000s here with damage, so it's definitely doing the job. It will not beat them on the first go. So instead of running to the rooms, I'm just going to do the quick jump out of the power armor, jump back in technique. I'm really glad they did not patch this yet, because I actually like using that a lot more than running to the rooms. I think it's a lot better, it's handier, especially if you figure out the timing just right. So then I'm just going to jump back over here again, use reflective, which is pretty much just destroying them really quick again, and we're just going to go through the motions again. We're just going to crouch, get my goo back up because I am a ghoul. Now pop some canned coffee. Now this does slow you down a little bit doing this, but it is worth it. There we go, 6k, 5k, looking good with the damage right now. But as you can see, this weapon does do pretty good damage. It's not the best, but for a pistol with practically no legendary mods, I mean, this thing is actually doing pretty good. So we're going to have to jump out of our power armor one more time. So if you time it just right, when the screen is going black, you jump out of your power armor, and then as soon as you see the it jump up back on your screen to enter your power armor, just like spam A to enter it real quick, and you'll pretty much avoid dying, and you will avoid having to run to the rooms. So for this final go, I will be standing in front of the console. You do not have to stand on the pipes. I just wanted to show that you don't have to stand on the pipes to do this, since the pipes will be gone eventually anyways. So we're just going to go ahead, pop our toxic goo one more time, go ahead and get a little bit more canned coffee, and we're just going to let the Guardian have it. So we're actually not getting as much damage. Okay, our damage is jumping up now. I was going to say, I don't think our sneak attack is giving us our damage yet, but it just kicked in. So there you have it. We were able to solo the Guardian in 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Which, with a weapon with practically no legendary mods, is not that bad. So here's all the points that I have in my special for this build. And here are all the perk cards that I am running with this build. So yes, this is a VATS heavy build because the gun works really well in VATS, but I am a ghoul, so I am using Glowing Gut, Mad Scientist, Science Monster, Faulty Spots, and Glowing Criticals. But outside of that, everything else here is practically just a human build. So with Number Cruncher, Tormentor, Tank Killer, Center Masochist, Concentrated Fire and Awareness, also with Tenderizer, Science, Covert Operative, Gunslinger Expert, Guerrilla Expert, Guerrilla Master, Enforcer, Better Criticals, Ricochet, Class Freak, and Critical Savvy. Also bringing in Shotgun Champ just to get that extra 10% damage and Easy Target, you know, to get that extra damage against crippled targets. This is a pretty good all-around build, and a build that you can definitely build a human character off of. You can definitely put this together for a human build, you know, without using pretty much these ghoul perk cards. So, but as me being a ghoul, I am showing you this build as a ghoul build, but I'm just trying to give you everyone who is a human build a little bit of reference on that you can just tweak this and make it your own human build. Yes, you might not get as high of damage output, but it is still possible to get a good result out of this build. Also, here's all the legendary perk cards that I am running with this build. And here are all the effects. So you're pretty much going to see all of the positive that's here and all of the negative that is here. And for the negative, I am pretty much addicted to everything because I am a ghoul. So don't mind the addictions, but look at all the positives we're getting out of this build. And also, you're not going to see the Blight Soup or the magazine and Psycho buff, all that I was running, because it's already worn off. So you're not going to see that here under the effects. Just an FYI, that's all. Also, these are all the mutations that I am currently running and pretty much always running with my builds. So there you have it. There is the Circuit Breaker for 2025 as a ghoul build. And if you decide to try this build out, please let me know what you think in the comments. You know, let me know if you're going to try running this up against the Guardian, or you're just going to keep it as a daily driver, or you know, what your plans are to possibly better this weapon than what I've shown in this video. So as always, thanks for stopping by. Please remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I hope to see everyone out there in Fallout 76 and everyone back here for the next video. See ya.